Good day, everyone. I'm Sam Robinson, CRO at Bookkeepers.com, and today we are joined by Heidi Ryder, the owner and CEO of Keepful. Keepful is a marketing automation software made by bookkeepers for bookkeepers. And so today we're going to be talking over how Keepful can be helpful for those starting their bookkeeping business. So for those of you who have been desiring to do this for a while and now you're taking rubber to the road, how do you do the marketing process and client acquisition, client management as a bookkeeper? Well, Heidi Ryder is going to talk about all of that in a moment. But first, I just wanted to give a little brief overview for Heidi, as to let you know the context behind where she's coming from and where Keepful has come from. So, Heidi, I'm going to give it over to you now.
Well, Keepful used to be real close with the Bookkeepers family. I actually used to work for Bookkeepers. I actually started my bookkeeping business first. I found Ben's course, took Bookkeeper launch, started my bookkeeping business a little over 8 years ago now. My business took off, and then Ben reached out and asked if I wanted to join the team and help with curriculum management. So I did that position for a while. And then as we started noticing a really big need for marketing, bookkeepers are great at the details. They're great at, reconciling those books, doing the things that their clients need. But when it comes to marketing, not a lot of us really love it. I'm one of the crazy ones that love it, but not a lot of bookkeepers do. So as Ben saw that need, he designed Keepful. And I was part of like the guinea pig, if you will. I used it in my bookkeeping business straight out the gate. It actually gave me the nurture sequence that I needed. I had on my to-do list for a few years at that point. But yeah, since I started working with it right away, as we needed a manager, if you will, for that part of the business, he offered the position to me, and so I kind of shifted over into just managing the Keepful side of things, and then as just a few months ago, actually. Now it's been a couple of months, but earlier this year, I reached out to Ben and asked if I could buy it from him. So now I fully own and operate Keepful. I love what we're doing over here. I love being able to help bookkeepers grow their business. Like I literally just talked to someone last week who had gone in their first 4 months, got their first 4 clients, and most of that was due to the way Keepful had helped him be able to set up his business and get the news out there about what he was doing and all of that. So I'm really excited to kind of give some insights in how we've seen people reach success with marketing their business and exactly how Keepful can help you do that.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that introduction. And it's kind of funny. I just remembered something you told me that you started off as a school teacher. So I'm guessing that the whole marketing, being able to present to people, being able to engage an audience is something that's kind of in your natural wheelhouse. But that's awesome that you're able to use Keepful to boost your business. So with that being said, what I wanted to get into today is, again, specifically how Keepful will help out those starting up their bookkeeping business. So those that are maybe novices to bookkeeping and business ownership, especially that part that you were talking about with marketing, finding clients, and managing that without drowning in the sort of overwhelm of marketing and client acquisition. So I think you have a little presentation to share with us, Heidi, on how Keepful can help do that.
Yes, but at first I want to kind of back up a little bit because you hinted at something. There is a ton of noise out there when you're starting your bookkeeping business on what you should do and how you should do this, and let's do ads and let's do this and let's do that. But I kind of want to cut through that noise a little bit today, give some pointers ahead of time, and then I'll jump into and show how Keepful actually does it. But I want to share a few of the key things you'll need. You want to bootstrap, of course, your business as much as possible. You don't want to go spending a bunch of money that you don't need to spend. So some of the things that you do absolutely need in order to have that professional appearance and be ready to kind of display yourself online as professionally as you actually are and your services are. So the first thing you'll want is a domain. This is kind of a way for you to stake your claim on your business. It's a place you'll build your branded email around it. You'll build your website around it. Domains are really only usually about $10 a year. They're not super expensive unless you have like google.com would be, of course, thousands, possibly millions. But if you have a regular domain, like the rest of us that is just reflecting our business, it's typically between $10 and $20 a year. You can find them on DreamHost, GoDaddy. I believe Sam probably you'll link some links in the description
Yes.
probably where they can find them.
DreamHost, yes.
Perfect. Okay. But that's kind of the first thing that you need. When you've decided on your business name and you've registered it with your state, now it's time to claim it on the World Wide Web. So find your domain. You can do variations of your name. Just keep in mind that you're going to be sharing this a lot. So you want to make it easy to share. So you don't want to make it something that you have to spell out or you really have to explain to someone when you go to share it. You just want it to be simple and straightforward. And then, of course, off of that, you'll want a branded email. A lot of times, especially these days, it's super easy to get a branded email. And so if you're still using your Gmail or your Yahoo or your AOL email for business, people are not going to think, they're not going to take you as seriously. They're not going to think that you're in this as a legitimate business. So you'll want to, you can get that directly from Google or Microsoft. So decide which one you want to do. Do you like Outlook or do you like Google? Once you've picked that, then you can either go directly through that or you can go through your DreamHost when you're buying your domain. They'll give you the option to purchase your email package as well. So either way you do it, basically you'll just, they'll walk you through step by step on how to connect your domain to your email and get that up and running for you. Super straightforward, pretty easy to do that as well. And then of course a website. Who doesn't need a website? It can be super, super simple to start out with because it's really just to build that credibility so that when people go and look, they see your business name, they hear about you, you want to make sure that you have some sort of online presence. So it doesn't have to be a big deal, just make it be something that pulls up. You don't want them to have a error when they go to pull up your domain or your business name. And then along with that would be a business card because one of the ways that I've seen the most first clients come from networking, in-person networking, networking whether you're talking to your friends or you're at a kid's soccer game and you're sharing what you're doing. However it is, when you're talking to people, you want to have a way that they can get in touch with you. So it could be a QR code, like a digital business card. Those are getting super popular, where you just pull it up on your phone, someone scans it, and now they have your information. Or it could be an actual physical card. I have both, so you could do both. You could do one or the other. It doesn't really matter, but you just want to have a way that people can get information about you. And then a scheduling system, and this is often overlooked because people are like, "Oh, I'll just do the email back and forth." The email back and forth gets so old and tiring. And when you're dealing with busy business owners, which is your ideal clients, really, that email back and forth can be a real drain, and it can also extend the time of getting them on your calendar. You want to get, when someone says that they're ready or they're interested in services, you want to get them in your pipeline and through your process as quickly as possible, because they'll get busy and distracted and they might not convert. So you want to get when the getting's hot, right? So having a scheduling system where they can just go to your calendar and choose makes it really, really seamless and effortless for them. And then on top of that, you want a follow-up tracker. This could be a spreadsheet. This could be Keepful. We're going to talk a little bit about how Keepful can do those things. But you really want a way to keep track of people, because not everyone is going to schedule and then want services and then sign the proposal and then pay you money and you get to work. Not everyone's going to move that quickly and easily. So you want to be able to keep track of how many times have I reached out to them, do I need to reach out to them again, do I need to call them, just different stuff like that, because it takes on average, it takes about 20 touch points before someone becomes a client. And that can be a lot to keep track of. So you want to have a system in place just so no one falls through the cracks and you're not leaving money on the table. So those are the main ones. So is it okay, Sam, now if I share how Keepful can actually get them up and running faster and easier?
Absolutely. I just wanted to say though, thank you for giving that free information of the things people need to get their marketing, get their business up and running, get their name out there. I appreciate that.
Yes, I love giving information. I'm a teacher, remember?
Yes.
Okay, so Keepful does provide a 5-page website. It is fully done for you. So all we need from you is like your logo and some information about your company. And we go in and we brand it, we customize it, and all of that. So this is just an example. This is mine. It's a homepage. It includes your calendar, so people can do that scheduling really, really easy without having to do the email back and forth. It can also list distinctions, things like that. So it's a really easy way to get. We've had people get up and running in as little as 2 days, depending on how quickly we can get edits made and customized and all that. But it's a really fast and easy way for you to get your professional presence up and online. We also provide with Keepful. We have a landing page which is more designed for those leads that just need to book a call. So a website really is for your brand development. It helps with search results, so you show up in Google. It helps people really get a feel for what you're all about. Whereas a landing page is really just designed to get them to schedule that call. So there's a little bit of information about your process, some reviews if you have them, a brief bio about you, and your calendar, of course. So really what we're trying to do here is just get them to schedule that call. So you get both with Keepful. You have the option for a full website, and you get the landing page for those leads that are coming maybe just a little bit more ready, like they already know a little bit about you and they're just more ready to schedule right away. We have that fully built out and customized for you. And then we have all the automation in place. So we have the calendars built out already. There's none of that email back and forth. The calendars are already there for a consultation, an onboarding call, monthly meetings, and you can create as many calendars as you want. And then there's all the automation built in with it. So there's the invitations to schedule. There's the appointment reminders once they do schedule. If they cancel or don't show up, there's invitations to reschedule. If at any point people don't move forward in your pipeline with like scheduling that or signing the proposal, getting the engagement letter signed, all of that stuff, if they don't move forward nicely, there is a nurture newsletter. It's a full year of emails that are already written for you. All you have to do is just go in and make sure that what's being said is in line with your business voice. But everything is written for you. It's a full year of emails. And then on the 13th month, there's what we call the 9-word email that says, are you still interested in getting your bookkeeping in order? And the intent of that is really to just re-engage them or to let them fall off the nurture. Because after a year of getting content value provided to them from you, if they still haven't taken action, then typically they're not ready yet. So we just kind of let them fall off the nurture at that point. But it is fully automated. So remember that follow-up system I was talking about, whether it could be a spreadsheet or whatnot. This actually handles the 20 touch points for you. So if people are following through your process, they get that follow-up automatically. So you don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. And at any point, you can see at a glance where they sit. So you don't need the spreadsheet to keep track of where all they are. You can see them all on your pipeline. And then there are other marketing outreach options in here. There's the social planner where you can schedule across multiple platforms. So as you're building out your social media, trying to get that presence out there, again, not necessarily maybe with the intent of getting a client from social media, but more just creating that credibility and that professional appearance. You want that professionalism consistent across all your platforms. So our social planner allows you to schedule either the same post or a similar post across multiple platforms and schedule them out. So you only have to sit down once, do a whole, like a month's worth, say, and then you don't have to worry about it again for a month. So it's cut my social media management time in like a quarter of the time that it used to take me to do all of that. So those are just some quick, easy ways that Keepful can help you get your marketing up and running, help you raise awareness about what you're doing. The other thing is it is a full CRM where you can manage your contacts. You can import your contact list. So typically when someone comes to me and they are just starting out, my recommendation is to compile their contacts that are either ideal clients or could be good referral partners for you. So letting other people know that you exist. And then once you have that list kind of compiled from, whether it's Google contacts or something you've done in the past or your phone or whatever, then we can import them into your Keepful account and we can separate them out, showing who would be an ideal client and who would be a good referral partner. And then you invite them to that type of a conversation. So if they're a good referral partner, invite them to a conversation where you can share more about what you're doing, what your ideal client looks like, and how they can help you. And then if they're an ideal client, you're inviting them to that consultation, trying to get them on that process for becoming a client. There are also options for digital business cards in here. We can do full QR codes. We can do QR codes based on your funnels, so that landing page, website, etc. or we can just create a digital business card that's a QR code. So you don't have to go somewhere else to build out that business card that we talked about earlier. That can all be done in here. So for all intents and purposes, I say it's a CRM on steroids. It really is that marketing automation that helps you get up and running more quickly, more professionally, and ready to focus on getting those clients so that no clients fall through the cracks. Because I'm sure you've heard it. The money is in the follow up, and it's so true. So if you can have that professionally created, done for you, ready to go, without even having to, worry about it, that can really help you get profitable a whole lot faster. So that's really our intent here at Keepful, is to help you get up and running, professional appearance, and ready to roll a whole lot faster so that you can get that first, fourth, 15th client a lot faster and reach your goals that way.
Well, thank you for that presentation, Heidi. Yes, I think that Keepful, amongst the many other things that it can do very well, it just looks good. The website that you have looks really crisp and clean. It doesn't look that like it has too many widgets on it, but it also looks like a fully functioning website. I think there's usually a nice middle ground there that Keepful can help you do with your website. And the software itself, I think, makes it really straightforward, easy to navigate. And I think that more than any particular feature can really help out, especially the beginners with this. So I wanted to say thank you for joining with us today, Heidi. I will put a link to it's keepful.com, correct?
That is correct.
Excellent. I will put a link.
We claimed our domain.
There you go. There you go. I'll put a link to keepful.com in the descriptions, as well as a recap of that list that you gave about setting up your website, etc. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Till next time.
Thank you.